Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The feeling that comes when something burdensome is removed or reduced. As he heard the news, he was suddenly flooded with relief. Sculpture consisting of shapes carved on a surface so as to stand out from the surrounding background. A change for the better. Assistance in time of difficulty. The contributions provided some relief for the victims. The act of reducing something unpleasant, as pain or annoyance. He asked the nurse for relief from the constant pain. A pause for relaxation. Someone who takes the place of another, as when things get dangerous or difficult. The condition of being comfortable or relieved, especially after being relieved of distress. He enjoyed his relief from responsibility. Aid for the aged or indigent or handicapped. He has been on relief for many years. Law, redress awarded by a court. Was the relief supposed to be protection from future harm or compensation for past injury? The act of freeing a city or town that has been besieged. He asked for troops for the relief of Atlanta. The feeling that comes when something burdensome is removed or reduced. The act of reducing something unpleasant, as pain or annoyance. The feeling that comes when something burdensome is removed or reduced. Sculpture consisting of shapes carved on a surface so as to stand out from the surrounding background. An impression produced by pressure or printing. Sculpture consisting of shapes carved on a surface so as to stand out from the surrounding background. Sculpture consisting of shapes carved on a surface so as to stand out from the surrounding background. Sculpture consisting of shapes carved on a surface so as to stand out from the surrounding background. A change for the better. The act of reducing something unpleasant, as pain or annoyance. The trait of avoiding excesses. A change for the better. Quality of being moderate and avoiding extremes. The action of lessening in severity or intensity. The object being control or moderation of economic depressions. Assistance in time of difficulty. Assistance in time of difficulty. Help in a difficult situation. Assistance in time of difficulty. Help in a difficult situation. The act of reducing something unpleasant, as pain or annoyance. Law. The privilege of using something that is not your own, as using another's land as a right-of-way to your own land. An interruption in the intensity or amount of something. A pause from doing something, as work. Postpone the punishment of a convicted criminal, such as an execution. A pause for relaxation. The act of reprieving, postponing or remitting punishment. A temporary relief from harm or discomfort. Sit, as on a branch. Stay the same, remain in a certain state. Rest assured. Euphemisms for death, based on an analogy between lying in a bed and in a tomb. She was laid to rest beside her husband. Take a short break from one's activities in order to relax. Freedom from activity, work or strain or responsibility. Rest on or as if on a pillow. Something left after other parts have been taken away. He threw away the rest. A pause for relaxation. People actually accomplish more when they take time for short rests. Be inherent or innate in. Have a place in relation to something else. The responsibility rests with the allies. A musical notation indicating a silence of a specified duration. A state of inaction. A body will continue in a state of rest until acted upon. A support on which things can be put. The gun was steadied on a special rest. Be at rest. Be inactive, refrain from acting. The committee is resting over the summer. Give a rest to. He rested his bad leg. Not move. Be in a resting position. Put something in a resting position, as for support or steadying. A pause for relaxation. A musical part, vocal or instrumental, that supports or provides background for other musical parts. Computer science. A copy of a file or directory on a separate storage device. He made a backup in case the original was accidentally damaged or erased. The act of providing approval and support. Someone who takes the place of another, as when things get dangerous or difficult. An accumulation caused by clogging or a stoppage. A traffic backup on the main street. Someone who takes the place of another, as when things get dangerous or difficult. Someone who takes the place of another, as when things get dangerous or difficult. We need extra employees for summer fill-ins. A pitcher who does not start the game. A person who reduces the intensity, e.g., of fears, and calms and pacifies. A reliever of anxiety. Someone who takes the place of another, as when things get dangerous or difficult. Someone who takes the place of another, as when things get dangerous or difficult. The star had a stand-in for dangerous scenes. Act as a substitute. Serving or used in place of another. Be a substitute. The young teacher had to substitute for the sick colleague. Put in the place of another. Switch seemingly equivalent items. Substitute regular milk for fat-free milk. Capable of substituting in any of several positions on a team. Someone who takes the place of another, as when things get dangerous or difficult. An athlete who plays only when a starter on the team is replaced. Artificial and inferior. Substitute coffee. A person or thing that takes or can take the place of another. Make easier. Lessen the intensity of or calm. The news eased my conscience. Lessen pain or discomfort. Alleviate. Ease the pain in your legs. Freedom from activity, work or strain or responsibility. Freedom from difficulty or hardship or effort. He rose through the ranks with apparent ease. Freedom from constraint or embarrassment. I am never at ease with strangers. A freedom from financial difficulty that promotes a comfortable state. A life of luxury and ease. The condition of being comfortable or relieved, especially after being relieved of distress. Getting it off his conscience gave him some ease. Move gently or carefully. He eased himself into the chair. A state of being relaxed and feeling no pain. He is a man who enjoys his comfort. Lessen pain or discomfort. Alleviate. Give moral or emotional strength to. The act of consoling, giving relief in affliction. Bedding made of 2 layers of cloth filled with stuffing and stitched together. A freedom from financial difficulty that promotes a comfortable state. He had all the material comforts of this world. A feeling of freedom from worry or disappointment. Assistance, such as that provided to an enemy or to a known criminal. It gave comfort to the enemy. Satisfaction or physical well-being provided by a person or thing. His friendship was a comfort. Creating figures or designs in 3 dimensions. Shape, a material like stone or wood, by whittling away at it. Create by shaping stone or wood or any other hard material. A 3-dimensional work of plastic art. Lay aside, abandon, or leave for another. The car changed lanes. Cause to change, make different, cause a transformation. The discussion has changed my thinking about the issue. Exchange or replace with another, usually of the same kind or category. He changed his name. An event that occurs when something passes from one state or phase to another. The change was intended to increase sales. Become different in some particular way, without permanently losing one's or its former characteristics or essence. Her mood changes in accordance with the weather. Give to, and receive from, one another. Would you change places with me? Become deeper in tone. His voice began to change when he was 12 years old. Change from one vehicle or transportation line to another. She changed in Chicago on her way to the East Coast. A difference that is usually pleasant. It is a refreshing change to meet a woman mechanic. A different or fresh set of clothes. She brought a change in her overnight bag. A relational difference between states, especially between states before and after some event. He attributed the change to their marriage. A thing that is different. He inspected several changes before selecting one. Change clothes, put on different clothes. Coins of small denomination regarded collectively. He had a pocketful of change. Money received in return for its equivalent in a larger denomination or a different currency. He got change for a 20 and used it to pay the taxi driver. Remove or replace the coverings of. Father had to learn how to change the baby. The action of changing something. The change of government had no impact on the economy. The balance of money received when the amount you tender is greater than the amount due. I paid with a 20 and pocketed the change. The result of alteration or modification. There were marked changes in the lining of the lungs. Undergo a change. Become different in essence, losing one's or its original nature. She changed completely as she grew older. The act of making something different, as e.g. the size of a garment. An event that occurs when something passes from one state or phase to another. The act of revising or altering, involving reconsideration and modification. The act of making something different, as e.g. the size of a garment. An event that occurs when something passes from one state or phase to another. The neighborhood had undergone few modifications since his last visit years ago. The grammatical relation that exists when a word qualifies the meaning of the phrase. Slightly modified copy. Not an exact copy. A modification of last year's model. Improve the condition of. The work of providing treatment for or attending to someone or something. Give help or assistance. Be of service. A person or thing that is a resource that helps make something easier or possible to do. Visual aids in teaching. The activity of contributing to the fulfillment of a need or furtherance of an effort or purpose. Rescue party went to their aid. Gift of money or other material help to support a person or cause. Work for or be a servant to. Is a salesperson assisting you? Give help or assistance. Be of service. The activity of contributing to the fulfillment of a need or furtherance of an effort or purpose. He gave me an assist with the housework. Act as an assistant in a subordinate or supportive function. Sports. The act of enabling another player to make a good play. A person or thing that is a resource that helps make something easier or possible to do. His job was to give technical assistance over the phone. The activity of contributing to the fulfillment of a need or furtherance of an effort or purpose. Could not walk without assistance. Gift of money or other material help to support a person or cause. Economic assistance to depressed areas.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.